Hello everyone, and welcome back to more Baldur's Gate. House Edition and the Parry Brigade. So the whole reason why we're doing both an Evo and, well, Paladin playthrough is
Certainly.
I want to experience more banter, because, like, the whole thing about our original playthrough was just, custom party and then Dawn. And sure, we had Dawn stuff. And then we went to Baldur's Gate 2 and it's like, well, we still have Dawn. Then, well, Jim Cummings, since we lost access to male jovial voice, that was Jim Cummings, so we had to replace him with someone, so we replaced with Wilson. Wilson was fun. The Wilson Chronicles thing was a bit, it expanded on him, but also was a bit silly. But yeah. And then there was Vorshun, who worked pretty well up until he left. And then we abandoned the series for 2 years.
Of course.
But yeah. We didn't really experience the whole flavor of the game though. This time we're experiencing the whole flavor of the game. Well, in a way, there's so many companions that we could have worked with. It's gonna be my problem in Baldur's Gate 3 too, is the whole... So there's like 3... Well, besides your character, which you could choose an origin character. But besides that, there's 3 spots.
This forest has a sense of evil about it.
And the problem with having 3 spots is... And there's what? 10 NPCs? 10 companions? Yeah, something like that. So yeah. That means you have, unless you choose an origin character, you have 3 choices out of 10 to actually work with and understand their stories and all that, which I guess it makes sense for doing both a potential good and evil playthrough. So you experience things with other people and all that, but at the same time, I sort of hope I can get access to a mod that at least makes it 6. I mean 6 or 5, because something around there, because yeah, I would like to experience more story. But anyway, as for now, time to deal with this. It's your choice which has to go first, your swords or your heads, be smart now. And you'll all live to grow wise. You're not take us alive. As you like, fools, your children will be offered tonight. We don't have any children.
Betrayal.
Who wants some?
You know what? A chance is you can be my hell store because it starts taking up rows when I need rows for selling shit, so.
My honor is my life. As you will.
Okay, well, let's see, there's this time, so. Warhammer +1. Boop.
Of course.
That's the whole reason we got Minx, so we could see his unique dialogue, with Boo and all that. He doesn't really talk to us. Ajantis, oh god, Ajantis is just, every few times, he's just like, hey, let's talk about my story, my story, my story, my story. Oh, it's Bandicap. That would imply that they captured me. ... I've discovered the Bandicap, the largest extent should belong to the Legion. Within, I should be able to figure out who pulls the strings. Bandicap's uphill, takes up like only a third of the map. And the whole thing about doing both this evil and good playthrough is I get basically, like the good playthroughs that basically I record one video, which is the evil playthrough, then I switched to the good playthrough. So basically I've already done this on the evil playthrough, so I know exactly what I'm doing. Which makes these videos a lot faster. That and the whole not having to sneak and all that. Well, I don't sneak. Not having to, you know, look for traps and shit. That's one thing I did like about, Divinity. Whereas I did like the whole sort of the stealth system. It was silly. You hide in a shrub, a box, a rock, stuff like that. But the whole fact that you could just sneak up, steal from an NPC, they told you exactly how much you could steal from an NPC. Like, okay, this is how much you have. Like, you could steal up to this amount of gold worth. And you saw the detection rates and everything, so it wasn't just like, oh, well, you're just trying to loot this thing and you were caught. No, it's like, hey, you know exactly how much you can loot, where they're looking, all that. But you still usually end up getting caught, and that required, you know, reloading, or even just accepting it, but yeah, usually reloading. But nope, you got caught stealing. Everyone in the town's pissed off. And you don't want everyone in the town pissed off. Yeah, that was the problem with Divinity, though, is you couldn't really do an evil playthrough, really.
For the glory of Helm!
Like, because that would usually involve murdering the entire town. And that doesn't sit well. You know, in the entire town you don't have access to merchants, and all the loot. Like, yeah, that was another problem. There was way too much fucking loot in Divinity.
I will not falter.
And yet we're trusting Larian with
crying
Baldur
God.
Gate 3.
Helm, give me strength!
I mean,
By hell, as you will.
to be fair, there were minor issues I had with Divinity. The whole system for, like, the whole physical and magical armor, it just gets absurd later on. For how much enemies have. And you just have to focus on cutting through all of it, and it becomes a bit of a slog. Unless you did what we did, but still. It's just a bit of a slog cutting through that much armors.
Forward march!
My honor is my life.
Of course.
No.
Forgive me for what I must do.
Betrayer of the light.
For honor.
Ah, yes.
Certainly.
So, yeah, let's see. We have successfully forced open the lock. Huzzah. So, wait, where did... I picked up a pearl necklace, right?
You point, I punch.
Where did it go? Did it just go into my container? Cause Where did it go?
Full
What?
plate and packing steel.
Of course.
You know what I'm confused by that? I thought... How did... What? I thought I picked it up. Guess I
Certainly.
didn't.
For honor.
Forward march!
Helm, give me strength!
Of course.
Like I'm just... Oh, right, they're all gonna do that, so yeah.
For honor. Certainly.
You be
Well, at least this
Go
time
for
they
the
didn't
eyes,
give me...
boo! Go for the eyes! Rask!
Of course.
Well, at least this time he didn't fill my entire inventory full of base food. Well, give everyone leather armor
Certainly.
before he died. Because that was the thing last time. I don't want a crappy version of Warrior Speed that is not an actual Warrior Speed.
For honor.
At least we can force these blocks over. Still concerned about that later on in Baldur's Gate 2. Just, oh, well, these are locked. This door's locked. You can't open this door. But to be fair, any progress door that's locked is usually you need a key. Because it has a mechanism that you can't open lockpick anyway. It's just bonus stuff usually that's
Let's talk more fight. Butt kicking for goodness!
You inspire me with your example.
There were some cases though where it's like, oh, well I can't ask
for honor.
And then we started fighting bandits and bandits.
Certainly.
By hell, with helms.
For honor.
You guys have fun. I have fun. Manx, what the fuck is going on?
Justice has come.
How are you getting dying to arrows?
Your judgment is at hand.
Butt kicking for goodness! Your point, squeaky wheel gets the kick!
For honor.
So I kicked him in the head till he was dead.
I don't know this yet, though. Now, would you like a notch on the card of the consumer place? I'd just like to know a bit more about this place. Get over here, I don't say I don't like you. It's not liable to change anytime soon. Oh, okay.
Betrayer of the light.
Well, there we go.
For honor.
Don't get me wrong. Infinity Ward is fun, it's just...
For honor.
Some of the systems could have been better. They went too much with the whole... Like, they really wanted you to go magic. Because the whole environmental system. With the whole... Okay, so basically... Okay, there's oil on the floor, you set it on fire. There's water on the floor, you zap it with lightning. Or you freeze it. Stuff like that. They really wanted you to make use of that system. Problem though is...
My honor is my life.
It's interesting, but it takes a lot out of, you know, just fighting. Cause
Let's talk more
trying to
fight.
figure out how the best situation to deal with such things. Like, oh, well. So there's fire there and the enemies, you know, absorbs fire, so what do I do about that?
For honor.
And oh well, these are undead. Can't use
honor.
poison. You come to my Gorkha's campaign cave long enough. Let us out now or die. But don't the filthy noses let them do evil? Booze blood boils at the thought. Mint smells righteous, but can't coming. Or many overfall smells too. Yes, Boo is very stupid of the band to lock the whole clan of North in such a small cave for so long. Why are you in here anyway? We only because we caused trouble. Big roll tonight. You die. Okay.
For the glory of hell!
Go for the eyes, Boo! Go for the eyes! Rask!
For honor. Certainly.
So to be fair, I was sort of looking forward to the Divinity Original Sin 2 sequel of the whole helping Melody and the boat and all that.
I am here.
But alas.
Helm, give me as you will.
I thought I was going to pick up that.
Of course. Of course.
Yeah, ring of defenses.
Certainly.
Boop, force open. Ooh, a minor healing potion. Yeah, just what we need at this point in the game.
Certainly.
I want to point out if we didn't cheat and on this difficulty, with how much regular health we'd have, we'd be dead
For
just
honor.
in a snap of the fingers.
Certainly.
They would do probably enough damage to just practically one-shot my party.
For honor.
At times. Which is why we're basically doing this in what I consider New Game Plus. Where we have everything. We just need the XP and other stuff, and
You point. Butt kicking
yeah, this
for
guy
goodness.
here is much better armed than that one. Just pointing that out. Much better armed than him. Look at that shit. Has a decent shield, has decent armor. That other guy just had like studded level armor compared to, you know, full blade and +1 stuff. What we got here? Oh, right, it's not that. It's the Iron Thorn, which changes the first appearance of that of a zombie. That doesn't
My
help.
honor is my
Anyone's
life.
fault. So many bandit scalps.
For
so
honor.
many. I mean, I know for issue I had with Divinity was the amount of fucking lootables. Like, holy shit. Like, sure it's an RPG and all, but, like, see all these lootables here? Now imagine like 10 times that. Just, like, extra barrels, extra chests. And then fill that whole area with NPCs that, if you even, they're just looking everywhere, and it's like, all these things count as stealables, right? Yeah, there's 10,000 lootables. It's like, no. That's bad. Like, my instinct is to loot everything. Yet at the
Helm.
same time,
Give with
if
Helm's
I do
blessing.
that, and get caught, then there's problems.
For honor. Of course.
And then at the end, and then the late part of the game, it's like, I don't really care to be looting all these things. Because there's this quality, that quality, all these other qualities.
Certainly. Certainly.
And the thing is, I can't really do that exactly with, you know, D&D's thing. Because you can't just be like, oh well, here's this divine quality guild that has immunity to this, this, and this. No, it has to fall under, you know, D&D rules, so it's +3 or, oh, remember it goes up to
Certainly.
level 12, so yeah, probably a +3 would be the best. I don't think we're gonna get, you know, +5s or any of that nonsense. +3s would make sense though, I suppose, at best. +4? At... +4 is a bit much. Just saying. But then again, I'm just making assumptions, knowing how things work. Then again, I don't know how 5th... then again, I don't really know how 5th edition's gonna work.
Certainly.
Because, yeah, remember, 2E's that weird system where we basically have negative armor and THAC0. Like, to
Certainly.
hit armor class 0. But then you also have to factor in how many things are below armor class 0. Like, we're below armor class 0. And then all these other things going on.
Less talk, more fight.
Oh. Yeah. Little Lady Serene, Boo has a question for you. The hamster wishes to ask me something, Minx. If you got something to say, say it. No, Minx has nothing to answer the strange labor points. Well, maybe he does, but Boo thought of the question first. Minx is simply the messenger. You're a strange person, Minx. Speak up. Who asked Minx this question? But Minx got no answer. How does the little lady wear a sword big enough for Minx? Minx said out of blue that perhaps her friend is stronger than she looks. But surely she cannot be stronger than Minx. Not the way of the sword, Minx, but in the way you use it. Haha, wise advice, my friend. Minx and Boo will think hard on your words, and focus on the way in which we swing our sword towards the heads of evil. Yeah, how are you wielding big sword?
For honor.
Yeah, it's a question like how or half or how do most people wield giant big ass 200 swords that weigh, you know? Oh, it only weighs 9. Oh, that's part of the thing is, well, 4. That weighs like 5 more pounds. I think we covered basically everything outside. We probably should head in. Oh, no much I'm grateful I am to you for allowing me to join you in travels. I think you did mention that several times, actually. Let me look upon my haunts and not giving me the chance. I think the road. Do we do the flirt or? I don't know if the flirt's gonna work. Charisma check go. I think the road fetching actually. Speak charming words, Bart, with the oath to leave the same. I've been turned away many times along so course in my travels, as I have said before. Even denied entry to the Nashville mines. Had you not solved the mystery, I would have been forced to resort to more desperate measures. What sort of desperate? Why, I heard that Burkos was home to a powerful mage. I was going to request a magical disguise for the occasion. Lord Caddoth insisted it would not work. Thalander is a solitary mage, and even as the mayor, he has little authority over the man. I was willing to take the chance of him feeling generous. It may sound strange to you coming from one such side, but I do my best to uphold the values of my role as a martyr of Hilmantor. It's quite a lonely task, given that I have met few of my faith in my travels, and those I have met have shunned me, calling me a fraud and deceiver. How did you become a paladin anyway? Just no grand tale, my friend. My past goes as you may expect. I was found by a traveling pilgrim of Hilmantor in the north, who saved me from near certain death from exposure and starvation. Brought me forth himself to the Church of the Crying God in the outskirts of Tefru, and raised among other orphans. I remember a few of their names, should be told. We were never close, as I was considered to be cursed by those around me. As a child, I was quite the impatient and brash person. I lacked the temperament to make a proper priest of Hilmantor, my mentor stated. So my guardian suggested for me to take on a more martial role. I do not regret, although I would feel as though there was no place I could truly call home. Suppose that your place is here for now, suppose that place is here for now, for as long as you'll have me. I would never turn away a fellow paladin. Thank you, boss. Like, why would I turn away if, you know,
Sorry,
someone was
friend,
helping me?
but you've got a date down under.
Look at who you are. No one's allowed to enter Tatterstan on a penalty of death. They come at me. You're dead, little worms.
Foul.
I will not falter.
By hell!
Forward march!
Cool, cool. And magic spells, they don't matter to me because I'm not a mage.
Certainly.
Hi.
Troubled times are upon us.
Time for what? Explain yourself. My execution. What do you think? You don't want to whip him, are you? So, so much round of breath on you if you were. You're right, we're not Tasha Slacker. We're here. What's going on here? Oh, you're not? Well, this whole place is dirty to explore. That's what's going on. These aren't your parents. Support Blacktown, support Chill. Chill being a dim human band, mostly hobgoblins. Led by that creepy smart one, Andor Crush. They'll be over like the priest Mullet sent to poison the minds of Nashville. Them themselves a kobold god returned and legion spreading this sparking force relieved him, ready to do his bidding. Yeah, he's dead, work for Taz, I understand. Question is who's Taz working for? That's a trick, see? Crush and Tarkus' cousin leaves the Blacktown. Both think he's getting orders from the Zents. Taz does much to discourage that particular line of thinking. The Blacktown is a chosen bandit group, see? They fly the trade routes before the cities, and that's where they go wrong. I'm from the gate, and I can tell you dead as level that the Centaurium aren't behind this. Cypher Science isn't the only reason I wear soft-soled boots. I wear them so I can tell whose toes I'm treading on. Didn't mess with no Centaurium. I picked my enemies, and I messed with one group and one group only, the Iron Throne. And when I was around here I am and attack this person prison, you do the math. The Iron Throne, where can I find them? That's to make very visits to Cloakwood, so that's where I'd start for you. There are some documents in that chest that might be worth taking a look at too. Now go step on some toes, alright? You tell them Ender Side sent you. Wait, this one's not active. Nope, but it is trapped.
Mullahay and Tazok have proven to be nothing more than puppets. The true master of this unfolding mystery continues to elude you. One thing is certain. Someone has taken a very personal interest in seeking your death. Though why, you are not sure. Your search for answers continues, and the foreboding Cloakwood Forest is your next target.
Well, there you go. Also, you know, for hobgoblins, they look more like orcs, don't you think? So anyway, Legacy of the Masters, again. Is my bag still screwed up? My bag is still screwed up. So what we got? Tessa, I hope that everything moves along smoothly. I've written to give you instructions from our superiors. I've been told that a small band of mercenaries might cause the Iron Throne some trouble in the future. You are to ensure that they don't live up to their operations. Obtain the services of Assassin Nimble. Should serve you well. I have noticed that your shipments of iron have slowed to play. It's imperative that we receive another ton of ore. Step up your raids and get a shipment to a base in Cloakwood within the next week. We need to stop as much of the ore as possible before our ultimatum is given. Also, Sapphire wants to know what has happened with a band of mercenaries. They've been killed. You better ensure that they have been. Sapphire will not take kindly to any other news. Well, there you go. More
Certainly.
questions, less answers. Did I give you a potion?
Cool one, sir.
Drink potion. Drink potion.
Certainly.
You point, I punch.
Certainly. Certainly.
Now, one thing I did like about Divinity's loot system was things didn't really weigh too much. Like, unless you're picking like giant ass paintings and shit, things didn't weigh too much. So you could literally fill your entire inventory with shit to sell. Because basically it was like, oh, well, you put like an inventory hill, you put like an item hill. It moves makes another set of bars downhill. Put one hill, makes more. So you literally could go down and down and down and down, just filling up your inventory. There was so much shit to potentially sell. And the problem though is, most merchants didn't have nearly enough gold to pay you for everything you collected over a field of ventures.
For honor.
Anyway, Cloakwood, we need to go about. But firstly, back to the friendly arm.
For honor.
Alright, I ain't gonna be hashed by a monster. Trying to think what I need to do. Think I can go to Burgos after this? Question mark. What depends is Is Officer Faye gonna still be in the tavern at when Baldur's Gate opens up and the next thing. I don't know about that.
Oh, there, wanderer.
I am.
Stay thy course a moment to indulge an old man.
I'm that young one I trusted thou. Well, I heard more only good things about thee in the past 10 days. I'm most impressed. And what have you heard? All good things, I hope. And that would depend on whom thou would ask. Now we're in. Much for appeal thine actions are well intentioned, and or therefore received as such. Much is as I would have done. Perhaps not using the same method. I could look who sort of point thee in the same direction I would go. Well, where should I go? You should go to Cloakwood. Just like that the scoundrel trying the bandits have some sort of base in the wood from the word. Or some more telling you the things thou dost already know. Good luck on thy travels, young one. Beware as well, for thou art making powerful enemies, both here and within thyself. Sorry I cannot speak more plainly on this matter, but I've been myself told us they will without any meddling from this old man. Yeah, you couldn't just tell us what the fuck's going on. Nah.
Certainly.
Oh yeah, by the way, Khalid and Chihiro are just gone. Just gone.
My inn is open to all who behave themselves.
Well, let's see. While I'm here, I might as well clear up some space before we go to the next area, because now we're technically on Act 4. I know, right? That was a short act. I mean, look at those prices for things. Ugh. The difference between good and evil just... And these things were worth several hundred. Well, except for clubs. But yeah, most were worth over 100. The expensive things were like... tens to hundreds of thousands. Just because, you were evil. So we jacked up the prices. I know, right? All those bandits cows are turning. Maybe we should go to Burgers first.
For honor.
Well, if she's gone, we can always just sell them for 25 each. It's not,
Of course.
not that big of a drop in my profits. And part of me is like, maybe I should have rested. I could rest in Cloakwood. Yeah, I probably haven't been resting enough between, you know, acts to get access to my powers properly.
For honor.
Because you need to sleep and have your dreamy things every so often. Oh, so welcome to Cloakwood. Cloakwood is... Cloakwood's slightly annoying.
Your judgment is at
In my
hand.
opinion. Hey, that was that cloak we needed for what's-his-face. Whispers of silence. Non-detectable more magic means such as detective visitor and scrying. So at least there's that. Would be good for sneaking, but... Otherwise, But yeah, Cloakwood's irritating because there's Cloakwood, then there's Cloakwood, then there's Cloakwood, then there's Cloakwood, then there's Cloakwood Mines. You can't just go Cloakwood, Cloakwood Mines. No, you have to go Cloakwood, 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 Cloakwood Mines. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 instead of 1, 2, 3. I know, right?
Of course.
Up. It seems that our enemies have finally become aware of our interference, my friend. Things are likely about to change. So mission may have become more difficult. Perhaps the owner may still be a good thing overall. As sure as mean we pose a genuine threat towards them. Are you worried? Why would I be? Just more than a mere bandits or kobolds you are facing now. We know little of the nature of enemies, but they have always shown what they are capable of. Assassins, bandits, sericists, all under their command. Perhaps it is the best of times to say so. I spent my travels seeking those in need of help, to destroy evil. Though I consider it my duty, I am still accustomed to the great task that is ahead of us. I would not call myself craven, of course, but neither am I a paragon of courage. It's shameful of me to admit. What you're saying is you're a bit scared. Take her hand encouragingly. She wants to withdraw it, but eventually grasp your hand. Thank you for your support, Paul. Yeah, I'm gonna try this weird whole... I'm gonna try romance option with her. But it was probably romance option with Isra. A chances might try to get in my pants too, I'm not sure. I don't know why I'm in my pants. Minx, I'm pretty sure Minx isn't even thinking of that. Minx's head is somewhere else. Yeah, because since they're two separate things without cross-content things, I'm not sure. I don't think there'd be a confliction between such. I mean, it depends how it works. If it's set to trigger only on one romance flag and then lock it or what. Like, BioWare does that shit a lot. Minus what we did in Mass Effect 2 to 3. Well, if we failed Mass Effect 2 was a mod, and then Mass Effect 3 was just falling over with its flags still set for multiple romances.
I'm truly honored to be in your company.
Hi, you.
You there! Identify yourselves!
Oh, I apologize for my rudeness. I mistook you for someone else. Let me introduce myself. I am Elder of Sagitar. You must understand. At the moment, I'm under terrible amount of stress. You see, there's a group of uncuffed soldiers that have declared their intention of killing my friends and me. I've been held over and scattered for several days and have left the withdrawal to make an escape. Perhaps you and your approach would help a fellow in trouble? Sure. Good, I'm glad you have the sense of decency to help manage my situation. Let me explain my predicament. My friends and I have come to here every year to do some sport hunting. This year, however, a group of woodland soldiers are in touch with bodily harm if we do not stop our hunting trip. Being civilized men, we realize that it's well within our rights to hunt where we damn well please. After a few more days of hunting, the crass woodmen lost all pretense of humanity and murdered Elvin, one of my oldest friends. I'm sure that they plan to attack our card show, so we had best be prepared. Probably shouldn't piss off the druids, you know. Hi.
I have no quarrel with those who respect my forest.
Trespassers and butchers of a wood, I, Sinyad, have come to administer the punishment that you have brought down upon yourselves. The two are the ones that stand beside you. With them we have no quarrel. It's now to you that I speak. Men have most likely duped you into protecting those sorry hides. They have most likely not told you the druid they have slain in cold blood. I will allow you to rethink your earlier decisions and leave these men to their most deserved fate. Don't listen to these staffing wiremen, my dear friends. They lie as befits the uncultured barbarians they are. Don't being very harsh in it. We can't just let you murder animals. Now come now. Why don't we come to a peaceful solution? You made your choice, fools. Now yourself alone to go with your hunter friends. I said please. To be fair, I tried. But oh well.
Learn some manners.
I give you gratitude for the aid you have given us. The old Trojan Bars can't come to the Merchants League stake, and I will aid you any way we can. Take this now, the small token of my appreciation. I'm not sure I would consider that the best option, but at the same time. First, I like how they go into this thing here, and then they're just gone.
Of course.
Fuck off! You failed to open the lock. That's gonna piss me off a lot.
Of course. Of course.
Because that's the thing. There aren't really any keys in Baldur's Gate 1. This keypad ring? Useless. It's more of a Siege of Dragons feel thing. But yeah, there aren't any keys in Baldur's Gate 1. So basically all locked chests have to be opened by a thief, or forcing them open.
For the fire hat.
And a lot of them aren't working by crossing them open. Yeah, that's what worries me a lot. Just waiting for Baldur to go too well. Oh, you know the quest items inside the slot chest, and you can't force open the slot chest.
Forgive me for what I must do.
Baldur, I told you, I'm trying to... I'll be right back with you, Enchantress. Just wait a minute. Okay. As I've already told you, I'm trying to win glory and honor to get knighted by the Order of the Most Radiant Heart. This is my goal, and I'm eagerly awaiting the day of my anointment. Oh, I can understand. I imagine it'll be an immensely edifying moment. Not just this moment, boss, but my whole life afterwards. But you're right, the ceremony will be a rubber soul on my hand. On the recipient of my accolade, all those who are held dear to my heart shall be present. Sir Kevin Firecam, a high respect knight of the Order, was my mentor. Tell me a lot, I hope you will be there, as well as my parents, my sister, and my proper... Hey, let's move on. As a mentor, it's always nice to see how knowledge gets transferred trustfully from one generation to another. That's true, but of course, not all learning is done like that. In some places, it's not possible. Remember Miss Splendor, who instructed me in much ways, such as living by training others. By the way, who was that? There was a captain at arms, a professor who trained fine men willing to pay for his fees. He is friendly, a vigilant person, and a great master of art. He makes his home in Waterdeep and gives us lessons, though. Training is one of the best quality balls, and he's a highly sought master. Clients sometimes have to wait for weeks to get the training they desire. They're still willing to pay more than double the normal price. Yeah, well, you're most well invested. You're an excellent fighter. Thanks for all this interesting information. Thank you for the compliment, boss. I always strive to be more than a good fighter, to be able to reach my goals. Let's move on. For every step we take, I am closer to becoming a knight. Enchantress is just your typical... He wants to prove himself. By being the knight. The knight in training. You must become better, stronger, faster. All that nonsense. Hi, Corin.
Oh, travelers, hold a moment.
It is refreshing to find old people in this ward. I am Corin, thief and archer. I've been alone in the wilderness for far too long. I wouldn't mind returning to the big city, but I have yet to collect my bounty. Sure, the reward with a lot of you would help hasten the hunt. Tell us more. Good, I'm glad you're smart enough to recognize opportunity when it comes knocking. The goal is this. I've been hired up by the mayor of Burkhardt to hunt down a great winged dragon that's been plaguing the caravan roads. He's offered 2,000 gold for it. Now, before you get cold feet, let me allow you here. Some descriptions of the beast. Mention its deadly barbed tail. From what I know about dragons, they don't have a barbed tail. That's something unique to wyverns. All you have to do is find the wyvern's nest and kill it. My worries are if it has friends over for dinner. So what is your decision? Yay or nay? Sorry, down space. Well, technically I do, but you know. Aren't thou enough of heart to understand? Not all of us are. I didn't say that, I just said I didn't have space for you. There was a difference. Oh no,
For the glory!
Boo likes the forest.
Not the spooters. Also, Boo likes the forest. There you go. Tesloy! Oh no, not the Tesloy.
Your judgment is at hand.
I was like, I could just move on. But I try to be mostly thorough. Mostly thorough, he says. That should do. So as I said, Cloakward, 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 Cloakward Mines.
For honor.
Less talk, more fight.
Bruce Indus, we should look up for traps. Just look at the way he frantically scratches his back. He always says that when traps are surrounded, or when he has a very bad itch. But I'm not sure that's the case. So Bruce says that there's traps. He's right. This place is loaded with
Excuse me?
traps.
Please let me speak before you attack.
Hello, Travis. I'm Tibber. Could you take us home, Tom? I'd be very grateful if you would just listen, if you would just help. Or as your travel stranger. Thank you. It's my brother, you see. He and I went to the Cloakwood to clear the woods of the spider colony that infested. Never found source when my brother had found the sword, Spider's Bane. It was great to kill spiders, so we thought we could become famous, the heroes of Cloakwood, and all that. But my brother hasn't returned yet. It's been more than a week. Please, could you go into the woods and find it for me? My mother would be so shattered if Cheptek were dead. The thing about Spider's Bane is I don't think it has pluses against spiders. I think it just has immunity to hold the web, basically. Don't say the thought what could happen to an unskilled young man alone in the spider-infested region. While spiritual as he was, we should help. First of all, help us, please. What is once a boy lost in these woods? We must find him, Bob. We must. We'll find you, brother, you don't worry. Yes, please search quickly. Name Sherlock. Be careful. I assure you, we will do whatever we can. Everyone's chiming in. We will scan this appalling forest for signs of your brother. Everyone's just chiming in. By Helmholtz, it's a Cheptek really is the inexperienced young man. Imagine it to be. I don't think he had a chance. Yeah, I hope my words will be proven wrong. Well, let's go quickly. See, that's why we're doing just for all that interaction, that party interaction. Because I sort of missed that with our first playthrough. You know, we had Dorn. That was about it. Everyone else was custom made and didn't give a single flying shit about what was going on. No, this here's not, well, the ring's terrible because it's just that. Turns you into a zombie bit. Which is telling though. It's not bad. Then we have another one of those stag caps. Yes. I also have a bunch of wyvern heads. The problem though is you only really turn in one wyvern head for bounty, sadly.
For the glory of Helm!
So we have like 4. So yeah, as I said, it's quite the webcam. Can't say the rest of the after. There are way too many web traps in this area. Just way too many. Oh no.
Betrayer of justice has come.
For the glory of
Go
Sin!
for the eyes, Boo! Go for the eyes! Rusk!
One ones that really concern me are, well, phase spiders used to bother me because, you know, phase behind the party attacking mages, that's bad. But sword spiders bother me the most, probably now. Just because they're very fast. And the faster they attack the party, the more likely, you know, to poison someone multiple times. Hey, look, more fucking web.
For the glory of Helm!
So also War 2003. By the way, we want to go into this thing. Because we have, well, sword spiders and that thing. Because that's a thing. Kill them, eat my pets. Oh, that's... Forgive me, boss, but that is... That's revolting. It's better to look at. Please have to. We have nothing. We have done nothing. Shut up and die. Okay, well, fine.
Go for the eyes, fool! Go for the eyes!
Well,
Certainly.
no conversation this time. Because usually she stops and has a conversation with you where she tells you about how she was cursed. I think I'd probably end up killing her too fast. But yeah, she has a conversation with you, how she tells you what happened to her. And yeah, by the way, no plus damage against spiders. It just protects the world from cold magic and stuff. But still, not terrible. Oh, so I'd probably take Shadow's body, which is heavy. But yeah, usually she stops the fight and has a conversation about how she basically was in love with John Irenicus. So she has a connection to Baldur's Gate 2, basically. Yet there's no real tie-in to her in Baldur's Gate 2 at all. She just brings that up. But yeah, basically John Irenicus was in love with Lady Tavana. But yet we brought the whole Erisine thing and she shrugged that off, but yeah. Basically, she ended up getting rid of Lady Tavana, and that pissed off John Irenicus. So he ended up cursing Centauria Hill into that form. And left her here where spiders to feed her and stuff. So yeah, that's what happened here. And here we have this Chalik, poor fellow. What could do for him and his family to return the body to his brother? Never grieving love. Surely wish this would have had it happen. I mean, did we expect any less, though?
Of course.
But yeah. Just slightly messed up. Up, more spooters. Lot of spooters here. This is the spooter section. Cloakwood. I think we have a druid section. A miner section before the mine. Etc.
Excuse me.
Chilla,
Please let me
Chilla.
speak before you attack.
Hello, tell my lover. Oh, so stupid. Show yourself a stupid idea. Such a waste, such a waste. You keep the damn sword. It's been more a curse than anything else. Thank you for bringing my brother's body. That was thorough you could have done. Bye, Tipper. And more web flaps. You know. Fucking web flaps. Oh jeez, 4 for freaking poison damage? Holy shit, that's bad.
How can I help?
Problem though is we don't have fucking slow poison. Like at all. Alright,
Ready
don't you
and
have
willing.
an antidote? Pop that. I always
Of
forget
course.
about my fucking antidotes. I have them specifically to get rid of poison. Yeah, on my evil playthrough, I just use, you know, slow poison, because it does about the same thing. And saves me having to use my antidotes. I forgot I have all these antidotes.
For the fire hand.
Probably use them. It would make logical sense to use them. For getting rid of poison. So then that's the report. Also,
You were startled out of sleep with a chill, though the night is warm and calm. It is as though someone has walked across your grave, and for a moment you wonder if it was you. With this thought, the ground beneath you opens, and you are swept into the dark. When light returns, you do not find its presence comforting. Before you lay the empty mines of Nashkel, cleansed by your previous passage. You move through walls and floors alike, descending deeper and deeper, until a bloated figure comes into view. Mullahay, in no better shape than you left him, stands motionless before you. Held from whatever afterlife calls it, this foul apparition has been waiting for you. A dagger of bone hovers before it, ready for a willing hand to drive it deep. Had this creature breath, you are sure it would be hurling curses. It waits for the kill, a death beyond death, and knows no hope. You turn your back on the blade, and it clatters to the floor. Punishment enough shall find this creature in the land of the dead. You need not inflict any more upon him. Surprised and thankful, the visage of Mullahay hobbles forward and through you, off to whatever fate it deserves. Perhaps for safekeeping, it leaves a part of itself behind. It is a spark of hope that fills a space within you, a dagger-shaped hole you did not know was empty. There is a cry of rage from the depths, and the dagger of bone launches itself through the air. Your heart, its target. You awake just as it should have struck, and the cold sweat that covers you stings your eyes. A disapproving voice lingers in your ears, though it should have disappeared with the dream. You will learn.
so yeah, it's definitely a bit different than the whole Dark Dreams. It's still all these bone daggers. Why can't I have a bone dagger +3 or whatever? I'm pretty sure there isn't even a bone dagger in the game. So we gained another kill light wounds instead of Varrock's minor drain.
Certainly.
Is that the thing? Hi, Eldar.
Gentlemen, gentlewomen, may I introduce myself?
Also,
I am Eldoth Kron.
That was basically the dream we should have had after Act 2. We are now in Act 4, so we still need to go through the Act 3 dream. Surprised to find such beautiful people wandering these woods. Oh, if you look everywhere, you're down on your times, I might say. Why don't we all rest and after you some refreshments? Perhaps some Budurski and amber wine. Yeah, sure, why not? Hope you're enjoying your liquor. It's some of the best you can find. All of you are probably wanting wine. I'm being so generous. Obviously not from the kindness of his heart. What a way I am. You look like the type to be on an outlook for ways to improve the quality of life. Well, I have a proposal that will help you in your endeavor. You see, there's a girl, my lover, that decides to escape her father and live on her own. Barbara's internship, Silvership, one of the Dukes of Baldur's Gate. This, of course, makes her desires more difficult than that of the average city girl. However, with your assistance, we could help her escape the tyrannical clutches of Intor. Here's the punchline. Since Intor's going to be hunting us anyway, we blackmail him for hordes of cash and not worry about our captain escaping. After all, we're doing it for the sake of Sky. Now, we wouldn't need to go about this right away. But I'll help you with whatever you were doing until you decide to head up to Baldur's Gate. I think there is one favor deserving enough. Yeah, no. You're missing this opportunity for life. For instance, Percy. Very glad you turned him away, folks. Maybe we should want this Duke of Baldur to give you for the scouting prize and no for a help us for his base plan. That is a thing I could do, maybe. The thing is, there are a few mods with Steed. One that makes it so you can basically recruit Androth and Ski like right off the bat. Outside, like, but basically at the friendly arm in, basically, you get them there. There's no one that adds Ski basically to Baldur's Gate 2. But yeah, it's like, at the same time, why would I want them? I mean, sure, more potential party banter, but we're good. We have our fucking paladin party. full of paladins. Like, I don't have anything wrong with it.
For the crying
We don't
god!
have a sixth person, but yeah, oh well. We'll have a sixth person in Baldur's Gate 2. We could have kept Tiffany around until then, but at the same time, I'd probably get too attached to having her, and so yeah, we got rid of her before I got that attached to having the sixth person before we reached there and then having to make that decision. Anyway, I think this here was the druid one? Question mark? Yes, maybe.
It would be good for you to watch your actions while in this wood.
Druids. Even though I command you to stop, so that may parley a moment. So who are you? What do you want with us? My name is Asker, and I'm protector of the Cloakroom. I would ask a question before I take my leave of you. A message for those that serve the Iron Throne. Would you be a representative of that organization? Nah, we have no connection there, good. We're sworn enemies to the Iron Throne. The name is a friend. My question was just a test. I am glad to know that you also oppose the organization. There have been blight on these words ever since they reopened the ancient door in Iron Mine. Well, I'm glad to know you. Take this. Hopefully we'll aid you against the Iron Throne. The Iron Throne's support is located to the east. We just came from the east. Showed a great sense of courage and honor of ours. That your intention of lying to receive a message or just your enemies did not overwhelm you. I mean, why would I? I don't have any reason to lie. I'm a fucking paladin. It's almost like the game seems to forget that, at times, that we are a paladin. There is no reason for me to be lying to these NPCs.
The tranquility of the forest always puts me at ease.
I mean, it's nice. I do like the forest. I will admit. Like, it is nice until you look at real close, then you can see, yes. Not exactly that great up close, but for like a decent view, it's nice. The whole having to wander through 5 different maps of it just to get to where we need to go, yeah, that's a bit much, to be fair. And the fact that we came here from the west, and then we have to go to the east to get to the next map.
For honor.
So technically we don't have to explore the rest of this. But we should. We should. We should. Wyverns, eh? We long friends, now she's here, just humble woodsman doing this for long. Well, this is odd place to me. Woodsman, are you not afraid of those baby wyverns behind you? You just don't know the subjects of wood and wood-related activities. Creatures are docile and it's worth the risk. Even that the darkest the case could be war experience with a woodsman that knows how to handle himself. Subterranean trees can yield the best material for carving up, or many other things. Subterranean trees. Certainly, have I given you any cause to doubt me? Of course not. Everything is just as it should be. There's nothing untoward about me or my work. I mean, there's nothing untoward me about these wyverns. Are you implying something? Yeah, it does not seem odd to you. Not at all. It's not common for a woodsman to seek the comfort of natural caverns, then no place for it. Care about your questions that used to set me lying. I tired of this ruse. No, I'm not a son woodsman. I'm training these beasts to serve as pest guards. Now that you've interrupted me, I shall never have them rape the mind. Your has agitate him. They will be unmanageable for days now. Perhaps equate them with meat. Your meat. You enslave poor innocent little wyverns? Make sure have to take the boot to your vile deeds, yes sir. Not bad, Boots. I wonder if my trainees will leave them. After all, they are done eating your corpse. No, you're not having my boots. I need them. So I do have that. Sadly, they don't have wyvern heads for us to take.
Of course.
Exploring the forest.
Don't mess with nature, or it'll mess with
Hey,
you.
look, now protrude. You've the audacity of an ogre mage the way you strut through this wood. Well, you would not get much further than this if your purpose here does not counter the damage you might do to nature. Who do you claim to be, and why should I let you pass? I beg of you to let me pass. There are villains in these words that would do more harm than I must track them down. You destroy the same fervor that drives the other shadow druids in me. Perhaps there's a mode in letting you continue. You might prove useful. There's an infidel in a cave to the northeast here who dares to capture creatures of the wood and bend them to his petty purposes. No doubt you would like to see him fed to his captors as much as I. Please just proceed and dispose of him at your leisure. Well, I already dealt with him, but thanks for warning me. So yeah, welcome to the druid section with the druids. Very much druids, doing druid things.
Civilization seems far, city dweller.
No, don't mind me,
Civilization
I'm just
seems
voting
far,
for
For
city
the eyes,
dweller.
camaraderie, adventure, steal. The stuff of legend, right, Boo?
Oh no, you purpose this word. Tell me to that you feed the trees from below. I had those 35-year-olds banned to work for. No, we're going, one that my fellow shadow druids will no doubt support. You should have an escort, however. Make sure you do more good than harm. I recommend you speak with Baldur and you gladly show your purpose, showing that those that poison the worst seas. Go now and
Go for the eyes! Go for the eyes! Rask!
The thing is, I don't want Baldur. I don't need a druid. Druids aren't really my thing. Like, druids in World of Warcraft, I'm fine with. Though, to be fair, you can only really be a Tauren or a Troll druid if you're a Horde. Or Night Elf or Worgen. Worgen weren't bad, but yeah. Druids in this, I could care less about druids in this.
I am Baldur. I have been looking for those who would fight for the sanctity of this forest.
I don't care about the forest, to be fair. You men have defied the woodlands for smoke and waste. All in a future quest for the meadow iron. Will you join me in my task? I would destroy these men in the iron zone. Come with me. They drove to the east for Fort. No. Your lack of concern with this forest suffering is disappointing. I could care less about the forest, to be fair. But thanks for telling me where the base is. Well, let's go Bob the Arch Druid Hill. Or Arch
Certainly.
Shadow Druid. Like, I don't understand what the difference is between a druid and a shadow druid, really. Like, aren't they... Like, okay. Like, where is a shadow? No. The internet's being complicated. It's like, druid versus shadow? Shadow priest, you mean? No, shadow druid. No, not fucking World of Warcraft. As I've specified D&D. There we go. So the shadow druids are a militant set of druids that are... Yeah. So it's a militant set of druids. Not to be confused with the regular druids.
It would be good for you to watch your actions while in this wood.
Who dares presume to trespass on my nature territory whilst a shadow arch druid looks on? Who could be so hungry for death? More sin as weakling pawns, no doubt. How can it be one of those three with the... Can be one of the three with the threats for attitudes beyond logic. My apology for hunting those that would destroy nature. The abandoned installation now here. So you destroy that which these humans have built? Perhaps you warrant temporary passage then, though you shall still be under my scrutiny. You'll find a human fort if you continue north and then go east. It's inhabited by the powers who call themselves the Iron Throne. It would be best if one of my own accompanied you. You should try to take our druids who join your cause, or rage at those who would defy the land. Can barely be contained, there will no doubt benefit your cause. Go now, do not tarry in places you do not belong.
For honor.
So don't try to loot your stuff, what you said. Not that you have anything that would warrant my
For
attention
honor.
anyway.
Certainly. For honor.
Oop, wild dogs. Oh, a bit more of this map to explore. Okay, Bell. Go north and east. I can't go north. Oh well, we have explored the majority of this area. I think it's time we... Well, gotta deal with these tags, boy. Then we'll work our way over.
For the glory of Helm!
Your judgment is at hand.
Wolves. Crappy wolves, knife and dread wolves at this point. Oh well. To the east. Get clockwork, 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 clockwork.
You have been waylaid by enemies
Oh,
and
hey,
must defend
wipers.
yourself.
Forgive me for what I must do.
Oh hey, more wyverns when I only need like one of them. Oh well, maybe I could still trade them for 500, I think. From some merchant, I'm not sure which one.
Certainly.
I know I only need one for the 2,000. Oh well, exploration.
Certainly.
Well, those were in decent health, and it's like, I should still rest before we complete chapter 4, so... No dream sequence? Nope, apparently no dream sequence. We're behind, though. Like, I was hoping to get the dream sequence before, you know, getting into Act 4 and then having the, you know, Chapter 3 dream. Well, we are in Act 4. I mean, before getting to Act 5 and having the Chapter 3 dream before Chapter 5. Oh, it's a high Dryad.
You are past redemption.
You try to teleport up, though. So there's a mine
For
over
honor.
there. Okay, Bell. Oh, it's affecting guards. Ah. Oh well. Yeah, there's not much going on this map except for leading it to the forge. Or mine. Whatever. Oh no, a giant spook.
Go for the eyes, Boo! Go for the eyes! Rask!
Oh no, more weavers.
Justice has come.
Wait, isn't that a weaver cave hill? Maybe.
Foul knave.
For the glory of...
For the glory of Sunni.
There are more wyverns than I remember when we were doing the evil playthrough here. Hey, that should be a wyvern in here somewhere. Ah, here we go. said wyvern did. For wyverns.
For the glory of Helm!
Go for the eye.
And more wyvern did. For, you know, our collection.
For honor.
More jewelry. So yeah, big old wyvern den.
Of course.
No grey wyverns or whatever, just regular wyverns. Oh hey, there's some guards.
For the glory of Helm!
At least they have better equipment than they ever on. So yeah, I think it's time to move on. Could be stuff there, but yeah, onto the mine.
Of course.
Now for the tedious part of covering the whole outskirts of this place. As it's basically a fort on an island. Which means we're gonna go all the way around the fucking place, which is gonna be, yeah. Let's make a
Go
big
for the eyes,
circle.
Boo! Go for the eyes!
I will not
Glory
falter!
of Helm!
And I'm not really looking forward to when we actually go to Baldur's Gate. Because here's the thing, it's going to be less tedious on our paladins because we don't have to really break into every single house and loot everything. You feel I don't really need to do that on the evil one either, but I can't remember which buildings are important, which ones aren't. So that's a lot of entering, seeing if NPC has a quest, seeing if there's anything lootable, all that nonsense. Repeating that to, I want to point out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 districts. And since we're doing this double, 18 times. Yeah, I'm not really looking forward to that. But that is just a bit tedious. Like, Am was what, 7 districts, I think? Not 9. Some of them are small though, but yeah, they're also all full of little tiny houses that may or may not have people with quests. Just to spite me. Just to spite me. So ultimately we need to head to
For the crying god!
but that requires us to go all the way back around here first. Oh, stuff for yours, state your names. Following this one is part of our adventures. Wait, purpose hill. We're here to the Iron Throne, and we're here to visit. Well, we don't welcome visitors, so men set about them at once. Okay, high guard. High ran wolf that decided to find in.
You are past redemption.
Okay, well, we made a circle. Yay. Now we're just gonna go into the camp itself. Guards. Oh no. Guards. No guards. They're totally gonna stop me. Named NPCs. Draw your daggers at first, and let's have at her. You've crossed our employers, and that is as far as you're going to go, my friend. Sure, none of that lazy bounty hunting rabbit won't get the job done. No, sir, second best, I always say. Suppose you consider yourself any better? I doubt you should pose any more of a threat. Shut, wench. The best step aside if you know what's good for you. I know exactly what's good for me. It's good for us to kill you and get pay a large sum of gold. I would say that is good. My party members here think that is good. Those are the votes that count. Yeah. Sadly, a lot of the conversations in Baldur's Gate are like this. It doesn't matter. They're still going to attack you. There's no, you know, charisma, paladin, persuade check. None of that. It's just... And then you said something about trying to spell them, and they decided to try to kill you. There's a lot of that. There are some cases, well, you know, we can make a good choice or bad choice at spelling people, but usually it's... And then you just fought anyway. So what we got? We are near surface yet, Candrassus. We are expecting an incursion at our mine location in the Cloakwood. You're to accompany Devor into the site of entry or assault by anyone that's fortunate enough to challenge you. Standard fees shall be doubled in this instance. If all goes well, to the fortune more of the same. Relatar. Boop. Boots of Hardiness. So here's the thing about Boots of Hardiness. I'm tempted almost to get a bunch of Boots of Hardiness to replace or parts of the cheetah. Now, I promise I prefer the move speed, but there are Boots of Hardiness +2, which will give armor class +2. And since they work with the armor, like, I thought at first they would be like, you know, like the Rings of Protect, where you can't wield them with armor because, I mean armor plus, because they conflict. But no, I mean it would give us more armor. But at the same time, I prefer the move speed, so yeah. Anyway, the rest of this is just, yeah. Get there to the cell pile. Oh well. Apologize for talking you off once more, boss, but may I ask of your tale? Oh, but okay. You mentioned that you were a candlekeeper, were you not? You don't live with the place, though I hear that those who call it home rarely leave. Would you tell me what happened? The Pastor for a girl was killed by an old man. I seek him for revenge. For a reason why I expected. I'm sorry for your loss. I barely reached adulthood before I left my hometown on my pilgrimage. It's been many years now. But I remember the day of my departure as clear as it was yesterday. Know the feeling of leaving your home, not knowing if you will ever return. Forgive me, friend, talking about myself once more. What are your family? Are there scholars of Candlekeep, or they scholars of Candlekeep, or are you an orphan asylum? I know enough of them. Gordon raised me for as long as I can remember. Then we were two of a kind in that respect. Though, at least you had a figure you could call a father. I was not so fortunate. Well, about friends. There were many fell wards at my temple. Were there old children? Yeah, it's always more fun than adults and other kids. I see. Surprisingly, we have our differences, both, but I feel we are like in many ways. I hope that we can consider each other friends. Did she just friend zone me? Did she just power zone me? She power zoned us. Get? Cause Pow and Paladin. She power zoned us. Learning about a friend's childhood makes me feel better about myself, I suppose. Thank you for humoring me. Oh, that's a thing. Hi.
I am here.
You think you can consider us more than friends? Nope. Doesn't know us good enough yet.
How can I help?
Flirtations.
Ready and willing.
I thought, no, forget.
I am here.
What is this about? Did something good happen? I don't know
How can I
why
help?
all these flirt options are a thing. Flower.
Ready and willing.
Anyway, back to work. Guards.
Justice has come. Certainly.
Oh yeah, then everyone smashes that lock open.
So I kicked him in the head till he was dead.
Please don't kill me. I'll tell you what the mines are. Yes, I'll do that for if you spare me. Energy in the baby to these. Please let me live. Okay, bye. Oh jeez.
Certainly.
Force open the lock, 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 force open the lock. Well, at least we're able to open all these locks.
I'm truly honored to be in your company.
Certainly. Of course. For honor.
And deeper in we go. Because now we have some mines. The mines have 1, 2, 3, 4? You have 3 or 4 levels. I think it's like 3. Throwing away guard. Might be. Actually,
We
might
follow
be
the righteous
4.
path. The path of Helm.
Because if we consider the first part of the
Certainly.
mines the actual level, then yeah. Yeah, 4, I guess.
Cool ones.
Oh, your nose move. This place smells worse than the lodge after a 3-day feast. No, I think it'd be it's even that time when Odor and the Unwashed had all those beans and cabbage for supper. But at least we could do something about the smelly villains responsible for this. No, the smelly villains at work, hell.
For honor.
We must stop them.
For honor. For honor.
Into the mines.
For honor.
I hate them flaming fist pansies.
You know this bastard's been taking down on my hopes. Well, you come to the wrong place, kiddos. I'm one mean son of a bitch, and I'm gonna give you a world of hurt. All you had was leather armor and a long sword. Hi. Guards. Anderson speaking out after. Wait, you know guards. Guards. Hi.
Get me out of this hellhole.
Oh, 2 weeks since I found this pick against these rocks. Do you wish to hear them? Sure. First, because I imagine the rocks to be my captured skull. Second, because the meager spot that leads from my attempt is all the light I'll ever know. If you are a new slave like I once was, you shall learn these simple truths soon enough.
Get me out of this.
So I kicked him in the head till he was dead.
So, who are you guys? You here to buy some wine or something? You know, while you're here, maybe you should give me some advice. Well, I've been complaining lately, much about our late night life. You see, with all the stress and trouble lately, it's particularly a star child my maypole, if you get my meaning. You could get more fresh air. Might be the films down here in the mine. Hey, wait a second, I recognize a bunch of you. You guys have been causing all the trouble lately. Surrender right now.
You are past redemption.
Anyway, hi.
Save me, dear sir. Please save me.
If you set me free, I can tell you how to bring this mining creation down around the heads of these fat-headed slavers. That's what you know. Well, see, here's how it is. The way to bamboozle these ninnies is real easy. Right here beside me is a steel plug that stops off the river from the surface. If you were to release that, the whole mine would be drowned. Only the master of the mine has the key to open the plug. And it's a real mean cuss. If you were to bring the key to me, I could use it to play the mine. And how do you know how to operate this? There's often sail on mine. His name's Yaz. He's the last surviving dwarf of the clan that used to live here. So if you decided to play with the master of the mine. Okay, I'll try to find this. Good, if you haven't already been to the lower level, try to find a man named Rio. He's a good friend of mine and should be able to come up with a plan on how to get all the slaves to safety. I will see you later to try not to get killed.
Help us, please. Get me
Do I really want to flood the mine this time? It doesn't seem like, you know, a good thing.
Help us!
What's going on? You're not captors. No, we're not making a decision to flee with us still time, but you go remain going, so. Thank you, stranger. Very shameful that is left for me. Since later day for well near a year. Your man to protect you, poor man. Aye, may he indeed. Half experience to give me a rep check, but oh well. There should be a guard
I
hill.
can take Drizzt with both my
That's
arms
what's
tied
there.
behind my
Finish it.
back.
We give up. Just wait till the overguards, right? Hey look, overguards.
You are past redemption. Betrayer of the light.
I like that we give up. Wouldn't that be a thing if you just could do that and then you gave up? And the game just ends. You have a name. Hi. Hi. Then we pluck someone the serious mind. Why make you in this hell no more than a ward member? This is the only mind between Baldur's Gate and Am that still produces Baldur. However, horror parts map and much so would love to flood this age water. We might yet need more than memories of this place. What if next kill? Is that or not still light and strong? I can tell by your face that I've been entombed within this grave too long. My words have staggered on without me.
You must gather your party before
That
venturing
was the
forth.
first level.
Of
Second
course.
level, guards. Now we get less of
For
a
the glory of Helm!
fortress. You should not stop me, door. Slaves, slaves, more slaves.
Help us!
Please, I don't want you to leave me alone. I promise to be good. By the way, hidden door. Still intensity of that wall, everyone. Apparently, staring intensity of that wall is doing nothing. Well, let's be on our way then. More guard.
For the glory of Helm!
Yay, trap. So we're gonna light boat down. Deal with them, but oh wow.
For the glory of Helm!
Justice is
Kill.
Go for the eyes, Boo! Go for the eyes!
Incactus, full
Blue point, butt kicking for goodness!
Oh, so that's what that you. Unaffected by effects from sunscreen. You fucking kidding me? What is the purpose of having sunscreen? It does nothing.
Certainly.
This side. Oh no, not
I am
the
here.
poison.
Certainly.
Bother and
A bunch
bother,
of
never a
greenheads
calm
on ancient.
spot.
You come
Never
here to
a
go
break.
to, or maybe one of you handsome stash wants to shag me. I am quite a bubsy, aren't I? No one had any response to that. You think with all the paladins, they'd have something to say about that. Oh, right, I
My
didn't.
honor
How
is
can I
my
help?
life.
Drink this so you stop dying of poison.
For honor.
Oh yeah, all these things. Is there any more? Yes, there are.
Helm, give me strength!
Boop, boop.
Less talk, more fight!
Well, let's see what we got here. Adventurer's robe.
Certainly.
Okay, that's the way to progress. Door, you should not stop me. No.
Help us.
You there, wait.
Please.
Come on, right. Aren't you the mercenaries who were causing the Iron Throat much trouble? Ah, yes, we are. How do you come by this information? You must be one of the Thorn slaves. Good, my name is Rio, and I'm the de facto leader of the slaves here beneath the cloakwood. I heard about you because I'm always careful to listen to what the Black Towns talk about. Seems the Iron Throne placed a large price on the head of someone named Baldur, which would be you, I assume. Enough introductions, we don't have just much time. And you had to go, the captain of the Black Towns on the first floor is not no authority to the throne. If you give me the money, I'm sure I could bribe him to look that way while I escape with the rest of the slaves. After all, most of the towns are going to be preoccupied with you. How about? Seems the fees we're planning to get these people out here as we're likely to come across. I'm sure it will work. They keep slaves here? How can someone be so cruel as to deprive others of fresh air and sunlight? The fury makes me very rise like the ocean. Onward, my friends, and let evil be well. Thank you, sir. We're glad to have honestly like you champion our cause. Here, take the goat. Get yourself in the other way from here as soon as possible. Thank you so much. I wish you well and hope that you can bring it into the stinking operation. Or at least you know that all these poor souls have a chance to escape. Let us move on and clarify what is going on in this mine. Thanks again and good luck.
Aye, who's there now? More smithing? Or did ye burrow into another river?
Oh, a fine sight are you. Whoever you are, stick to the death of bandits, I am. Been cooped up here the longest time. Well, if you have spelled mace, I gladly swing it for your cause. I can do things that cleric-wise as well. So I don't mind as far as much. Calandrian's place, a chance to right wrongs. Nah, tell you for him to go. I ain't very afford to refuse my help. Though perhaps full holy risk are called for. So be it. Go my own way. I will tell you how to hurt the blackguards, though. The mine here was my clan's long ago. We're just tapping the richest ore as far as when we breached the riverbank. Most of us died. Those that lived left the mine a flooded tomb. Now my clan graveyard feeds the throne while they starve the coast of iron. Here we directions to the river breach. Knowing hands can loosen the magical plague and flood the mine again. Do this for me and for yourself if you can, if you be against the throne. I'll make my way out for without you, but we will be about black a few eyes on the way. This dialogue was a bit different this time. Door? Yes. There should be some gas down here for some fucking reason. Okay, guys, seriously. I know there's one door, and you're all trying to go through it at once.
For honor.
Fuck's sakes. One of those things that
I hear you,
bothers
of
me.
course.
It's just there's too many
Cool,
people
while squeaky
and too many
wheel
narrow
gets the kick.
corridors. It makes the game complicated.
Certainly.
Because 6 people in this narrow corridor that can barely fit 2 people in it. Yeah. Just slightly problematic. Hey you're those adventurers. I give up. Please don't hurt me. I promise I scream. I don't want to die. Oh, please let me live. Just don't kill me. How you gonna let me live? How you? Ha ha ha. Yeah, well, I really live. Just tell everything we want, you know. Show you everything. My butcher over, he's on the 4th level. He's on the head honcho. Now you're gonna let me live? Yeah, get out of the hell out of here. And then there's these. Welcome to what I just like. Congrats, a whole bunch of boxes that have literally nothing in them. But you know we're gonna check. Even though we know there's nothing in them, we still have to check. Because maybe they'll be different this time. Even though we know they are not going to be different this time, we still have to check. That was level 2?
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Forward, march! Go for the eyes, Go for the eyes!
Of course.
I should have joined the army.
Oh, what are you doing in my room? You're not supposed to be here. And then one of these crappy guards that only has level armor. Jeez, I feel sorry for him almost. Well, what's in his box?
Certainly.
Oh well.
For honor.
For the fire here.
Now you know what I have to do. Forcing open the locks.
Of course. Of course.
Apparently the hobgoblin did that. Oh well, you guys should be able to handle it, hopefully. Hopefully.
Of course.
Yep. Oh, I lost track of where the goat was on this menu of loot.
Of course.
I should have joined the army.
Oh, what are you doing in my room? You're not supposed to be, hell.
For the glory of Helm!
I'm just gonna try to stop you with my crappy level armor. You'll be the
Certainly.
best decision I've made in my life.
Certainly.
Have a look at my sword, boy. Why are you showing me your sword? Put that away, Atlantis. It is maintained properly, as I take great care of it. What use will a weapon be if we do not maintain them properly? I am keeping to Helm's dogma. Care for your weapons so they may perform their duties when called upon. And you know what? Why did you choose to fight with great swords, Atlantis? Answer the question gladly. In close combat, swords are superior to other weapons as they increase sword for attack and defense purposes. But why great swords specifically? Why not long swords, bastard swords, short swords? Sword shield or strong defense. Use the shield can also be used to hold the foe's weapon away. Make room for the attack with the sword. Advantage of two-hand swords is for the long range. They would be preferred when one fights against an opponent on horseback or when one defends a narrow location. For me, the long sword, shield, or two-hand sword were a natural choice. They seem to be best fit for my deeds as a paladin. However, the right maintenance of weapons armor is very important, on all accounts. That one sounds like Flurry, doesn't it? And good enough thing for sharing thoughts with me. It's my pleasure.
For honor.
John just wants to touch my sword. Oh god.
Certainly.
Oop. Before we do that, boop. Now there are, what, field things here? On the train tunnels and such. And there should be a, yes. Just a few things that do our collective selling pile.
Of course.
Because it's a collective selling pile. Oh, a wizard. Well, we probably should have a wizard.
Foul.
For the crying god!
We can't have wizards doing wizardry things. That's dangerous, you know.
For honor.
There we go, it's locked. Nope. Nope, okay.
Certainly.
As far as our gem bag isn't full yet. Feels like it gets full faster on the evil playthrough. Hobgoblins! Oh god, so many chests.
Of course.
Well, I mean... Okay, well, that's a sphere plus 1. Well... If this doesn't fill up this bag, I swear. How? How does it not fill up compared to the Thief one? The Thief one, it feels like it's just for every other room, practically. So you're going to look at my handiwork. Rather impressive, ain't it? The guy to the left of me screamed quite a while before he finally inspired. Ha 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 ha. Foul purveyor of pain, you should never torture another innocent again. Discussing how the pathetic that you've taught we can fight back. Take your best shot. And then there was an overlay.
To the glory of Helm!
He sadly revealed himself, Osha has a katana. Well, he has a Master Lee's Way, which is a katana plus 2 that does acid damage, which, you know, that's a thing. How is it not full yet? Anyway.
I hate them flaming fist pansies.
Is there a reason for you to be here? You had better have a good explanation for bothering me. One special visitor. Bashing none of these. Special visitor for Brigade. Alright then, move along. Well, that worked apparently. Okay. As far as that would work.
I could take Drizzt with both my arms tied behind my back.
You gonna pray homage to our Lord? No. Why would we do that? We're paladins.
For the glory of Helm!
Can't even tell what that is. Like, do you want to worship... Are you here to basically worship Satan? No, we're paladins. Oh, okay. Fucking no, Lord.
For the glory of Helm!
It is one of those problems we have so much of. Because the AI is like, we're just gonna go downhill. So how do you keep going? I don't know. It doesn't even look like it's that full, actually, now that I think about it. Huh. Where are all the gyms going? And in here it's just a big ass fucking hole. Why is there a big ass fucking hole, Will? Oh well. Best we don't question it. Hobgoblin.
For all that is good!
More hobgoblins. There's a guy. If everyone gets confused trying to go through this now.
Go for the ice bow! Go!
Of course.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. Oh, the poison. Okay, fine, we're always one of those. Boop.
For honor.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Ready
well,
and
I would love to do that,
Aye,
but
I will.
You know, they decide to get stuck in each other and I can't move them. That seems to be a reoccurring issue.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Certainly.
Protected from normal missiles. Oh, Bungie better have a good reason for being here. And we're gonna see the mastermind. Everyone doesn't like unexpected guests. Oh hey, he at least had the
You
sense
point,
to have fight
I punch.
compared to the rest of them.
Certainly.
Well, what you got? Well, before we continue, which by the way, stale. Let's save and rest here. Maybe
As
I'll have
darkness
a dream.
falls,
There we
your
go.
mind drifts back to events past, and to triumphs well-deserved indeed. A fortified camp secluded and guarded from the entire coast, and it is naught but easy pickings before your guile. All manner of bandit and brigand move about here, but you may as well be invisible amongst them. Your recollections are interrupted by a powerful gust of wind, lifting you high above the camp and woods both. Your arc crests in the high morning sun, and for a moment you are as a bird, free from your duties to those below. With unseen hands, the earth reasserts her hold on you, and suddenly you feel less like a sparrow and more like a catapult stone. Without impact or fanfare, the ground accepts your passage and does not strike back. In a moment, all is black, and for all you know, you have descended to the very core of the world. The rock around you illuminates, and a cavern slowly takes shape. Though you can see no more than a few steps ahead or behind, stumbling forward, you find yourself face to face with yourself. Before you is a likeness in stone exact to the smallest detail. A voice in the darkness accuses you, even as it seems amused. Such pride undeserved, great predator, when your whole being is borrowed. Credit where it is due, and dues where payment is demanded. A dagger of bone flies from the blackness and strikes the statue square. It cracks slightly, but the pain you feel is as though you were rent asunder. You were made as you are, taunts the voice, and you can also be broken. You fall backward into the void, and do not come to rest until morning wakes you.
But no, seriously, why am I feeling pain in dreams? You're not supposed to be able to feel pain in dreams. Because it's the subconscious of your thoughts process. Oh, so we didn't get full rest, because guards. But we did gain, which I gained. Oh, I gained access to slow poison. That's actually quite good. I think the
Certainly.
evil thing got one horror, which, well, it's horror. It's not that great.
Certainly.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. There's lots of traps here, by the way. Not that we care, we're paladins.
The stoic adventurers have found their way down to my lair.
Why have you come? It is to steal my riches, or perhaps you seek to righteously punish me for my affront to your mortality. It matters little, for you would do neither. Before I dispose of you in some horribly goose manner, perhaps I should introduce myself. I am known as Devorian. Devorian? I would ask for your names, if I can literally become acquainted with the dead. You shall pay for your sins, mage. Now that we are introduced, prepare to die. Fine. We shall. So yeah, okay, I don't really have any abilities that are going to help me.
For all that is good.
Hey, stop teleporting over, you fuck.
Your judgment is at hand.
You have dealt a great blow to the organization known as the Iron Throne. A defeat that you are certain will not be ignored. Now you must travel to the great city of Baldur's Gate, where you are certain to find the truth behind the strange plot that plagues the citizens of the Sword Coast.
Yeah, except for the fact that it's gonna be busy, and I'm not really looking forward to it, to be fair. Not really looking forward to it.
For honor. Certainly.
You failed to force up the lock. Fuck. Well, receive requests for extra slaves. They will be sent as soon as possible. Events go well in Baldur's Gate. Purchase one of the western noble states to use as our base of operation. The ancient building, most likely. constructed before the rest of the second one. The construction makes it very defensible against those who would deceive it. Remember to ask yes if he enjoys his new accommodations. Everyone plans go smoothly. Severus arrived from our headquarters in Ordolin. Brings news from our superiors. They are pleased with our progress so far. Plan to replace Severus as the commander for mercenary force in the region. He has already sent his subordinate Tazark to the Wood of Sharp Teeth to take command of the forces located there. Things go apace here at Brigade. Replace our first agent on the ranks of Seven Sons trading coster. Gentlemen, as you've probably heard, the iron poison has begun to take effect around the coast. With the majority of iron imports being disrupted by Tazark, almost all of it comes from the tainted source of Nazcal. The Caesarean uprising arm has ensured that no forces from the nation will be able to take action against our mercenary forces. However, the Flaming Fist has caught several of the Black Town mercenaries, all those captured claim allegiance to the Zenitarium, and thus shifted any suspicion away from the Iron Throne. Sent Transig to work with the mercenaries in transporting the iron to a base in Cloakwood. He has brought out several bags of holding so that he alone will make trips into Cloakwood, thereby lessening the chance of Flaming Fist trackers might find a strong one. What the fuck were those bags of holding on him, though? So anyway, Travis robe. Robe of the evil Archmagi. Evil. Those are the prices of the Death Armor Class 6. The problem, though, is actually, I want to point out, robes of the evil the Archmagi have Armor Class 5. Braces that differ below your armor class to 6. So basically, those bracers and that robe wouldn't do jack shit, by the way. Really makes me disappointed.
For honor.
Open that fucking lock, though. Definitely got a key. Good for you. Please don't kill me. Please, please. I'm just a apprentice, bro. I don't know anything. Okay, no, if I was only a student, honestly, I can't. Can I help you? Yeah, I could be interested in that something. What's your role here? I just told you I'm his apprentice. What's the purpose of this installation? Well, no, I think they were going to try to look like the Sabres of the Day. Went with their source fire and took up the troops or something like that. With the bandit raids and the ruins of OM. And so I figured that the Dukes of Baldur's Gate would think they needed arms and order quickly in case of the enemy attack. They figured they could get Zoran prices or better yet, sanctions against comparison, easier trade laws for themselves. Only a quick way to install themselves in underground power on the coast. That's all I know. Iron Charge, who tried it up? The Iron Throne, I guess. Everyone ran the place where the regional boss of Baldur's Gate that used some strange potion to take our iron ore sword. Used to use Moorhead to keep you over from being mine. Had the bandit raids in the incoming trading caravans. Take on for prestige shortage and adventure threats. You know this if you're the ones who killed Moorhead. Can I go now? So who owes this affairs? I don't know, I suppose. What it says that the regional leaders of the Iron Throne placed Deborah in here. There were 3 of them, I think. But I don't know the name. Deborah was getting orders from someone else too. We complained about it a lot. But I never said a name or something to me, honest. Main building for the Iron Throne is in Baldur's Gate, somewhere in the southwest of the city. But I have never been there. Tell you the truth, can I please go? Get on my side. Well, thank you. I promise not to get involved with people like this again, no matter how good the fringe benefits are. Yes, I'm reasonably sure I will be careful from now on. Thank you. Goodbye. Okay. Just walked out, though. But seriously, fucking chest. Fucking chest. No, it opened. Never mind. The effect in here is a bit irritating.
For honor.
Noisy. Anyway, we want to go in here because there is a mustard Jerry. Hi, mustard Jerry.
Feel my wrath. For honor.
Those are the spots. At least I could open this one. This one's worth opening because I mean I have a fucking one of those, and those are worth a lot. How is the bag not full yet, though? Ocean money. Most of those.
Of course.
Oh, maybe it's the elevator or something. But yeah, fucking chest, though. We all found a horse open the lock. Oh well. If it has anything important in it, it doesn't matter.
Certainly.
There's the thing. We could still flood the mine, but... meh, I don't see a purpose in flooding the mine. As a good character. So I'm just gonna leave.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Certainly. Certainly. For honor.
Like, we could flood the mine, but... yeah. How complicated this is. So, still, the ones behind us are not defeated. Surprised my power, not everything's worth easy to explain with a black and white feel. Surprised by the reaches of this very partially trying to accuse me of lacking six. I don't even know what that word is. Sexicity? According to being sexicious. The fuck does that mean? Having or showing keen mental discernment and good judgment. I see. Widespread conspiracy poisoning the whole land. Whether we can find forces to stop these monsters. So on we go, ready to face our enemies. So we need to go, well, I go back to Burgos first. Well out, well out. And then there's Baldur's fucking gate. Well, let's go to Burgos.
You have been waylaid by enemies
of course
and
I
must
have.
defend
Oh,
yourselves.
In ill mater's name.
The fuck am I gonna do a false wipe? I'm sorry.
I am here.
Oh, 10 damage. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. Worse than the fucking spiders.
Certainly.
Maybe I'll go down to Nashville too. See if I can't get rid of some of these wyvern heads.
You have been waylaid by
Fuck
enemies and must defend yourselves.
Of course.
Still not sure how that hasn't gone forward. Oh no, not the web trap. Okay, bye.
Of course.
Hey,
okay.
get out of me way, you crummy loghead.
The fuck are you? Hi.
You're a long-tongued lout, ain't you?
Excuse me, are you Lady Isra Gado? I am. How may I help you? I have a message for you from Sir Everdurn Crytrapper. Oh, of course, my thanks. Who, what, well? I thought there was going to be a follow-up to that. Who?
Certainly.
It would seem that I have been instructed to remain by your side, if you would have me.
I suspect as much, truly. Sir Everdure likely would wish to become involved himself had circumstances allowed it. I hope to prove an adequate substitute. You certainly have so far, my lady. Why, thank you, Balls. I must admit that this is somewhat new to me. There was a world of difference between acting as a squire and a true companion, as I'm beginning to learn. The adjustment has been illuminating, to say the least. What type of differences? Well, I try to keep us out of mortal danger as much as possible, at least until they deem us ready for such challenges. It may well be that you have heard rumors about my lore. Some detractors claim that naturally we will show a tendency to romanticize danger, as it were. Not to speak for the rest of my lore, but I know for myself at the least the criticisms of larger unfounded. Take matters very seriously. Then I didn't even know soon had power, it should be told. Fewer than those sworn to Tormund too. 'Tis true, but we do exist. We may value love and beauty over duty and justice, but we do recognize that things cannot easily thrive in a society that is not strong and tolerant enough to protect them. But still listen to me. I assure you, my lord, I am not normally this solemn. I spend altogether too much time with Sun Knights and Lyrians to be acting so grave. I've known you two long now to still be so calm. 'Tis true, but Crimor is a long distance away, and I've never actually been outside of Valmy before. The experience is new for me in no ways. I'm sure I noticed that Aye, the Firehorse Faith based in the Caravan capital instead. Seems like Crimor is a better place because of it. We'd be happy to tell you more about it later, but for now perhaps we should move on before I embarrass myself further. Well, there you go. Oop, I never have been more glad to see the end of things, though I suspect our chores have only begun. Though we may be facing evil greater than our imagination, Paul. Are you concerned? This whole crisis emerged from politics as well. If that is so, then things have become infinitely more complicated, boss. Politics cannot be fought with weapons. I know not what is the best move currently. Boss, I can only trust in your leadership as now. I have never faced as evil as great as this. Nor as clever. Were you not here, or not? I feel helpless to try and solve this. Oh, we need to head for Baldur's Gate. It seems like that's where our enemies hide. Aye, the Silent Throne that these thirds mentioned. Can't imagine what organization of evil must be to have engineered such practices as slavery and banditry. Not sure if between the Sword Coast and Amber long. But I have learned enough to know that the tension between Baldur's Gate and Anima has existed long before the crisis began. Should things continue, there would be no doubt that war would break out, and in that I am confused. What man, good or evil, would willingly provoke a war? Though if you're someone who benefits from such things. Horrible thought, but true, I suppose. The only a truly evil man would ignore the cost. I should not have expected things to end so easily. Nashgale, Cloakwood, Baldur's Gate. How far must we go, boss, before we finally find an end to it all? Quite a lot wise. When I took my powers to Ilmater, I did not expect things to become so complicated. It is naive of me to believe so, I suppose. I've struck down evil men in the past, but those was born of greed, fear, vengeance. But this seems no cost behind it all. To see you for its own sake, as far as I could see. Not believe such a thing existed. Far from thought, I agree. There is yet much I do not know about the hearts of men, I suppose. So all I wish you, my friend. Whoever comes next, I shall aid you no matter what it takes.
How may I help? Would that the waters could wash away more than just the memory of that accursed place. That fiend and his vile operation.
Soon pursue me from being overwhelmed by such bitter hate. So of course we won. Thank God for that. That beast. No, even though it's death gratifying though it may be, won't return the years they stole from his victims. I hope that they find help they will no doubt need. As much as I would like to take the time to help them further, I would hesitate to turn from this trail even a moment now. I already know the song about moral hair at Tazok. Mayhap I have grown angry with each revelation, or mayhap the institutional mystery here incenses me so, I could not say. Which is illuminating, if nothing else. I once dreamed of spending my life forcing back the most evils, the layering dragons, the dread beasts from the Nine Hells, but this... a fool, balls, a naive child, for it seemed that sometimes the powers of creatures are all too human in the end. So if the same capacity for cruelty as anything else, cannot deny that, and yet to know it, to witness, are two separate things entirely. It would have been more sheltered than I had realized. Glad to have chosen to accompany you, my lord. I believe that I will ever be able to raise a memory of what happened to you, and truly I will have no wish to do so. I think I finally need to see something like this for myself. Don't turn grim on me now. Soon forbid it. Excuse me, Buck, I need time to think and to pray. You're not careful with a feeling like this.
Of course.
Yes, what is it?
Once again, the same thing.
Camaraderie.
Yes, what is it?
Adventure. And steel on steel. The
Guess
stuff
I'm
of
supposed to ask
legend.
you instead.
Right, Boo?
Very slightly overwhelmed by things. You know that you've been doing an admirable job of things thus far.
Yes, what is it?
Better treasure is how it happens.
How can I help?
Find something the matter.
Ready and willing.
Anyway.
Certainly.
Oh jeez, we need to something. Gurky. Also scouts maybe if she's still there. You must get a report before venturing forth.
Of course.
Oh, she's still here.
Can I assist you?
You've been busy, I see. Well, keep at it. The more bandit scalps you have, the richer you'll be. I want all your bandit scalps. By the way, bandit scalps. Huzzah! Gurky!
Of course.
Me timber's bad enough without ye bothering me.
Put that thing away, you damn fool. Bleeding tourist attraction right here now. There's money in that. Losing those old clothes the best thing that could have happened to me. No more hacking / money with it though. Nah, I've got east now. Keep the damn cloak and good riddance. Okay. And anyway, we need to take a small trip over hill.
Certainly.
Guys, I need to go turn this stupid thing in. Hi.
Certainly.
Don't touch me.
Fancy power rivers have brought down such a great beast. So hit away from 10 and give you 2,000 gold for your trouble. What about
Don't
the
touch
Alpha
me.
5,000 we
I'm
have?
super important.
Nope. Okay. Fucking sirens.
Certainly.
Well, let's see. I need to go down. Let's go down to Nashville real quick. See if I can't get rid of the Alpha Wyvern heads.
For honor.
Since I know this guy buys this shit, might as well try.
Of course.
Aye, storekeep.
Business has been poor, what with the iron shortage and all.
Do you buy wyvern heads? No, you don't. Who the fuck do I sell wyvern heads to then? Oh well, right. You buy those things, but you wouldn't buy the wands. Let's just go to back to the friendly armament. You've been waylaid by...
For honor.
But I haven't been waylaid by anything. Cool. Is the elementary going to pop up and be like, hey, you did the things. Good job. Oh yeah, chance are going to pop up at once.
You must gather your party before venturing.
Of course.
My inn is open to all who behave themselves.
Hi, would you like some wyvern heads? Nope. The fuck do I do with those? Anyway, while I'm here. Somehow my bag didn't get full. I don't know how it didn't get full. But yeah, get rid of all this stupid shit again before we move up to Baldur's Gate. Which, yeah, I'm just sort of dreading how much we have to do, though. Just sort of dreading. Not what we're here.
It's been dreadful slow business lately.
Aren't you scared? Oh, still that?
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
You must gather your party before venturing forth. You must go do the thing before venturing first. Why aren't you doing the thing before venturing first? Save. And then we go uphill.
Certainly.
So, to Baldur's Gate finally. Yay. Because the bridge is actually lowered this time. Now they're in chapter 5. 7? 8? I forget.
I serve the flaming fist!
Land returns to Cisco Peace for each party of travelers. Please announce your point of origin. Burgers will be making no sense. You have to wait here. The command wishes to wood.
Citizens, please step forward.
First off, let me introduce myself. I'm Scar, second commander of the Playing Force. Though it's not necessary for you to repair your names, please introduce yourself. You the good falls in trouble with the national lives? Yes. I have to say, you make quite a commotion up here in Baldur's Gate. Let me put my finger under the same sword, for there have been many strange happenings going on with the city. It's getting harder and harder for me to put trust in someone. I need outsiders to do some investigation. People with no connections to anyone within the city. Would you be interested in working for me in such a capacity? Considering that matters are even ugly in Baldur's Gate, then we haven't realized that the Playing Field can no longer even trust its own one. Baldur's stressing and important. Very much so. Are you interested? This is resorted to seeking outsiders and self-bins? Things must be getting worse. You don't know the half of it, my lady. It sounds serious, Baldur, if the second commander of the Playing Fist is seeking accurate help to pass it by. As we might say, we should listen. Yes, we're interested. Alright. Well, my party here must be held in the strictest confidence, do you understand? You need to begin investigation of Seven Sons trading coast. Seven Sons leadership has been acting strange. And accordingly, they've been serving off valuable assets and neglected men to have more profitable trading interests. Then the party will set the trading cost to hold to the economy of the city. We're going to do some notice reactions. We're going to talk to the coach's head, Jasso, who usually be buffing and tell me to mind my own business. I've known Jasso for many years, and this isn't his usual behavior. Can't start off a official investigation, so there's no real reason for doing so. That's why I need you. We're ready to go for it, but there's something you need to know. First, we think Dyingthorn might be behind recent events along the coast, as the lines of match going in closely. Don't much about the goals of the natural Dyingthorn, it does bode well for the future of this region. Well, that shows new light things. There's nothing I can really do about it now, but I made sure to look into it. When you're breaking this Seven Sons contract, find what's going wrong. You step from investigations. I don't want this operation in. Cause too much fuss. Stealth. Right. Most important person to watch out for is Jackson. Once you found as much possible, report back to me at the Playing Field Company. I'll pay you 2,000 gold for this cake. Stay is okay on the southwest side of town. I wish you all the best of luck. Remember, once you've done the Seven Sons estate, it's imperative that you meet me at the Playing Field Barracks, which is just west of Seven Sons. So yeah. And there was a crow. And there was no since Dawn's Quest isn't what we're doing, there's no one there. The chickens. Hi, Crow.
Walking alone in the Coastway Road. How smart is this?
So, it says that for everyone it's the same direction anyway. Sure, this leads us to a familiar bond source. The smart move would be to travel as one. No, don't call me Shirley. So guess by your knuckle dragon gauge minuscule nose, complete and utter moron, aren't you? Nope. Nope, not gonna do it, you know. You, though.
Fools to cross my path.
Excuse you. Dread, leave him alone. Babe, say you're good. Thank, stop turning over with this good lord. This here is a crush related to Kidden, I think, that got added with the NPC project. Thing is... It's not like whether it's a rep. And besides, it's free. It's free. Besides, it's not like we're doing crush with him, so yeah, everyone chainmail. Just gonna take that with me. Oh, and I guess there's a longsword +1. But anyway, so, I believe we're caught up again. You cannot save it this time. Why can't I save it this time? So yeah, evil party? Evil party murdered Crow. Parry Brigade. Save. Now we're back at the same point. So yeah, next time I have to do more. I have to go into Baldur's Gate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not really looking forward to that, to be honest. But that's for next time. That's probably going to take me several years to go through it all. As Paladins, we probably don't need to go through all the houses and everything, but yeah, as the evil playthrough, yeah. But anyway, problems for future me. Hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all, and have a nice day.